Shanti and good morning, Divine Family. I'm sharing my screen, just a minute. So today we're reading 0703-1985 Murli. So this is Maha Shiv Ratri is the accurate memorial of the four subjects of the study. So this Murli is about Shiv Ratri. It's a 2 days Murli. So we'll read the first part today. So in this Murli, Baba is highlighting the festival of Shivratri and the significance of it, and how the meaning of it, and how this is becoming the memorial for the future. All that is Baba is highlighting. So without further delay, let's read the Murli together. So each one of us, we all know Shivratri is one of the biggest festival for especially BKs, and it is the memorial of not just Shiv Baba but also the children, right? So yeah, so let's stabilize in Baba's remembrance and remember that we all are Shiv Baba's, the right hands. And today we are celebrating Shivratri with Baba. So with that, let's start reading the Murli. Today, the bestower of knowledge, the bestower of fortune, the bestower of blessings, and of all powers, the Father, the innocent Lord, who fills everyone with all treasures, has come to meet us extremely loving, constantly cooperative, and close children. So, bestower of knowledge, bestower of fortune, bestower of blessings, of all powers, the innocent Lord or the Father, right, has come to fill everyone's treasures. These meetings become memorials that are celebrated from time to time as festivals. All the festivals that are celebrated, all the festivals that are celebrated with different names from time to time are the memorials of the sweet and enthusiastic meetings of the Father and the children of the present time. They take the form of festivals in the future. At this time, each moment of each day of you most elevated children is for staying in constant happiness. This is the time that each child, right, everybody stay in constant happiness, because it's elevated time for us, and it's a festival, biggest festival. From the copper age, devotees have been making the alaukic life of this short confluence age, um, the alaukic attainments and the alaukic experiences into festivals with different names. From the copper age, we have been celebrating the confluence age, but different names, different festivals. This life, this one birth of yours becomes a means of remembrance on the path of devotion for 63 births. So this is the one birth. So whatever we do in this one birth, that will become the memorial or the remembrance for the 63 birth from Dwapar Yuga onwards, when we become devotees, right? You are such great souls. The most wonderful thing of this time is that you are celebrating it practically and are also now celebrating its memorial, which um, which you can see. You now exist in the living form, and the images also exist at the same time. So, we are in the living form, and also the images also exist at the same time. What did each of you attain 5,000 years ago? What did each of you attain 5 years or 5,000 years ago? What did you become? How did you become that? You now know very clearly this accurate memorial and your horoscope of 5,000 years. Right, and that we'll only understand that at this time, right, when we become Brahmins. So Baba says you will accurately um, know your horoscope of 5,000 years, your memorial, your horoscope of 5,000 years. You are listening to this and are also very pleased to see that they are remembering and worshipping you and telling the stories of your lives. So the devotees are worshipping, remembering, and also telling the stories of our life. So the life that we live at the confluence stage. They could not create your original images identically, but they were touched with that love and faith, and this is why they made those images. They couldn't create our accurate images, but somehow they created it, and they were touched with love and faith, and they made those images. So you celebrate Shiva Jayanti in a practical way every day because the confluence age is the age of incarnation of God. Right? So we are celebrating the Shiva Jayanti practically every day. Right? So Baba has come. So this is all happening practically. But when it comes to Dwapar Yuga, that is all vision, right? So it's not happening in real. So what all happened here that will emerge in the form of vision there. So the reality is taking place now. So Baba says the confluence age is the age of incarnation. It is the age of performing an elevated task and elevated activities. So this is the time for us to perform elevated task activities. However, you are also celebrating the memorial of this day within this unlimited age. All of you celebrate by having a meeting, whereas their celebration is an invocation. Hmm? So you see, Baba says, so we are actually having that meeting now, but whereas the corporates onwards, it's just an invocation. So theirs is calling out, whereas yours is having attained. That is the difference. Theirs is calling out, and we have actually attained. In reality, they say come, and you say he has come. We have found him, right? So they are calling out, come, 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 right? So we for us it is already come. We'll say we have found him, we have attained, right? There is so much difference between the memorial and the practical as there is between day and night. So there is a great difference between calling out and something that we have already attained, right? So in fact, this is the day of the Father, the innocent Lord. The innocent Lord means the one with the innocent Lord means the one with bestows without counting, without keeping an account of it. That is the speciality of innocent Lord. He doesn't count without counting or keeping a track of it or keeping an account of it is bestowing to us. Generally, there is an account of receiving as much as you give, right? Whoever does something receives the return of that accordingly. That is an account. However, why is he called the innocent Lord? Hmm. So generally, that's how it happens, right? So everybody will have an account. So so it all will be recorded, how much we give, how much we take, all that. So here Baba says Baba is innocent Lord, so he's giving so much without keeping track of it. Because at this time he doesn't keep an account of giving to you the same as you give. So that is what why Baba is innocent. He does not keep an account of giving to us, and the same as we also. The account of receiving multi-million fold for one. The account of receiving multi-million fold for one. So it has become countless, has it not? There is such a great difference between one and multi-million fold. So this scheme, right? You give one and you receive multi-million fold in return. So the scheme is applicable only at this time, right? Multi-millions, that is padam, is said because that is the last word in counting, right? Yeah. So multi-million Baba says because that's the last thing, right? That we cannot count beyond that. So padam padam. So Baba says multi-millions equal to padam padam. They celebrate as a festival the day of the innocent treasurer, the one who gives without counting. So in the in the celebration, right, and the devotees also celebrate it because it's a festival of the day of the innocent treasurer, and he was giving without counting. You have received so much that you are completely full at this time, and you will also always be completely full for 21 births and 21 generations. Okay, so we will take so much that we will not have to depend anyone for 21 births, 21 generation. No one else can give a guarantee for so many births. Uh, no matter how great a bestower someone is, no one can guarantee to make your treasure throw completely full for so many births, right? So nobody can give this sort of a guarantee that Baba is giving, right? Whether it is any sort of a financial company, Tata or Birla, because nowadays there are so many plans, right? Investment plans, they all give some sort of a guarantee, but nobody can give the kind of guarantee that Baba is giving. You know, so he is the innocent Lord. So that is why Baba is innocent Lord. Is he not? Whilst being knowledgeful, he remains innocent. Being knowledgeful, Baba is actually remaining innocent because he just kept his treasure store open. So based on our capacity, we can take and fill our our intellect aprons full. Based on our capacity, Baba did not put any condition. So Baba says, so he's the innocent one, whilst being knowledgeful, he remains innocent. This is why he is called the innocent Lord. In fact, if he kept accounts, he could know the account of each and every thought, right? However, whilst knowing all of that, he becomes the innocent Lord when it comes to giving. Yeah, you see that? So that is what innocent Lord. He knows what each one of us is, right? How what we think and how what we do and everything what we do, Baba knows. I mean, Baba can, if Baba wish, he can get complete account of each one of us, right? Thought and what we do and everything. So Baba, he doesn't really, keep an account of that. He just gives, and gives. So that is why Baba's title is Innocent Lord. So all of you are innocent children of the Father, the innocent Lord. Are you not? On the one hand, you call him the innocent Lord, and on the other hand, you call him the treasure, who is completely the treasure who is completely full, right? Treasurer who is completely full. He's, one hand we call him innocent Lord, and the other hand we call him the treasure is completely full. Look how well you celebrate the memorial. Mm. Um, those people who celebrate it do not know it, but you know it, right? Those people who celebrate it, they don't know it, but we know it. All four special subjects of the main study of the Confluence Age are celebrated on this memorial day. How? You were also told earlier that on the day of this festival, special importance is given to the points and the drop. Point and the drop. The point is the symbol of the point is the symbol of the subject of remembrance, that is of yoga. In remembrance, you stabilize yourself in the stage of a point. Do you not? Mm. So, in remembrance, you stabilize yourself in the stage of a point. Do you not? So, the point is this. So, the point is a symbol of remembrance, and the drop represents the different drops of knowledge. Mm. So, right, and the drops represents the different drops of knowledge. So, I suppose when we go to Shiva's temple, right? So the drop that comes down, right, there is a pot on the top, and drop by drops comes down. So the drop represent the drops of knowledge. The sign given to the subject of knowledge is the drop. The sign of dharana on this day is the special fast they keep. Dharana is on the occasion of Shivaratri, right? So they do the fasting, right? So that is actually, Baba said, the sign of Dharana on this day is the special fast they keep. So you observe a fast. In Dharana, you have determination. So you make a vow that there is a fast that you will definitely be tolerant and introverted. You make this vow, do you not? This symbolizes dharana, and the sign of service is jagran. This symbolizes dharana, and the sign of service is jagran, staying up all night. In fact, you do service in order to awaken others, to awaken them from the sleep of ignorance, to enable them to stay awake, and to awaken them is your service. So that is the jagran. So we not only have to do the jagran for the self, but also we have to do it for others. That means we have to awaken others, those who are sleeping, kumbhakarnas. So this jagran symbolizes service. So all four subjects have been covered, have they not? So Baba has covered all four subjects. Knowledge is the drop, and dharana is the our dharana, right? The fast, and yoga is the remembrance, right? Baba said, and the fast is the dharana, determination, dharana, and then jagran, of course, the service that we need to do to wake up the other people. Okay, however, they have just taken a physical form. Nevertheless, devotees have that love and faith, and the sign of true devotee is that Whatever thought they have, they will remain very firm in that thought. This is why the Father also has love for devotees. They remain firm in that thought. So Baba has love for the devotees. At least they have made your memorial continue eternal from corporates. Especially on this day, just as you repeatedly have surrender ceremonies here at the confluence age, and you also celebrate it individually in the same way as a memorial of this function of yours. They do not sacrifice themselves, but they sacrifice a goat, you know. So Baba says, especially on the day, right? So repeatedly, there is surrender ceremonies also. People celebrate in temples on this day. So that actually the what people surrender, right? Here, children surrender to Baba, right? Renounce everything, surrender to Baba. But there, right, they sacrifice a goat. They make a sacrifice. In fact, Bap Dada also says amusingly that it is only when you surrender that consciousness of I, may, that you can surrender yourself. It is not that goat actually you need to surrender, but it is the I, may, should be surrendered, right? That is that is you can become complete and equal to the Father, right? So when we um, do that, right, surrender. When we do that surrender, so we will become complete and equal to Father when we surrender that may, I. What was the first step that Father Brahma took? He celebrated the surrender ceremony of I and mine. That is, in any situation, instead of I, you always heard the word Father, right? So Sakar Baba, he never, mentioned, he never used that word I or mine, or he always said Father, Father. Baba, Baba, in his natural language, in his ordinary language. He never said I. Baba is making me do it, not that I am doing it. No, Baba is making me move, not that I am saying this. No, Baba is speaking. To have attachment to any limited being or thing is to have the consciousness of mind. To surrender the consciousness of mind and I is called making a sacrifice. This is the great sacrifice that Baba is looking for. Which actually Brahma Baba showed, right? To surrender the consciousness of mind and I is called making a sacrifice. To make this sacrifice means to make the greatest sacrifice, right? This is the greatest sacrifice. To make this sacrifice means to make the greatest sacrifice. So this is the sign of surrendering. So let's pause here. Let's read the remaining part tomorrow. So let's remember Baba for a minute, and then we can come back and ready to share our, the point that which touched our heart. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. So,
Maybe begin by.
Om Shanti, Girijaban. Yes, go ahead.
I don't know how to even start. Mahadev, Devonka Dev. Whether I should start my churning with the Shiva Stuti, Shiva Anadi hai. The way you played that song, I thought it's going to be a glorification or a revelation. And I remember just the three words which really encompasses my Lord, Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram. And it's also said Shiv is Surya, and we are this rays, Satyam, Shivam, Satchitanand. So much is there, and this is the only festival where my Shiva is glorified. And here Shiva himself has to come down to tell about himself, to tell, see, I am Shiva, I am this. I don't know. And sometimes Baba says this is such an important festival. And as he always says, no holidays declared by the government and all. But for me, this is the ultimate. This is what is the Gyan all about? This is what for us to know what is the absolute truth. And this is for us to know to glorify Him. At least on this day, we should go about and really sing His praise in the true way in Shivlinga temple, to go there and make the people realize you are just seeing his akar form and sakar form, but we'll give you his nirakar form, because this is the reincarnation. He's come back as a light. Enjoy his light instead of just going. And that devotion is also there, just the baleful ending. But for me, this Shiv Ratri, which Baba has explained over here, this one word which he says, it is the age of incarnation. And so much Baba is saying, see, we have butter in our hands. Baba is saying, they are calling me, but you know me. They are saying, come, come, but you say, हमने पा लिया है, सब कुछ पा लिया है. And what he is giving and what I give, so bhola he is. He calls himself as a businessman, but I think what kind of businessman is this, not knowing proper accounting, that for every debit there's an equal credit. Such a kind. Now to sing is glory. To sing, I think it's just an emotional. As you went in the song, I really feel like being part of that, to glorify him, to take him to every corner of the world and people's heart and say, he has come. I don't know, this is what I felt when you played the song, as well as when you, and I don't know who's trying to explain this, Murli, because it was something very different for me to hear the Murli, but this is what echoed from my heart. Om Shanti.
Yeah, thank you, Girijaban, for the wonderful sharing. Very nice. Good to hear that. Yes, Baba has come, right? So we all experiencing it practically. Devotees are still calling out, "Come, come, God, come." They are trying to invoke, but we have attained. Very nice. So जो पाना था वो पा लिया. Anyone else would like to share? So, like Girijaben mentioned, the innocent Lord. He has come and he's not keeping any account without expecting anything in return. He's giving, giving, and that too, anything that we do, multi-million fold in return. One equal to multi-million fold. Baba said that Padam word, right? Padam word, that is the highest number used. So Baba is giving for everything Padam Guna return. He knows everybody's thought, everybody's, actions and everything, history, but yet is not. keeping or anything in that. I mean, he's being innocent, giving everything selfless, everything to us. Right? Anyone else?
Om Shanti.
Why?
Om Shanti,
Yes.
divine family. Baba
Yes,
speaks about
Title.
horoscope. Quite interesting. Baba says, our 84 births horoscope. But people, especially the devotees, they knows only their one birth horoscope. But we know 84 birth horoscope. Where we were and how our birth was. We were deities once upon a time for 1250 years. So that information only we know. So not others. That is also quite interesting today. Thank you.
Yeah, very true. Yes. Thank you, sister, for bringing up that point. Yes. So I mean, only we have that fortune of understanding the horoscope of 5,000 years, right? I mean, especially our 84 births horoscope. That only at this time, the confluence age, when Baba comes and tells us that, right? And Baba also highlighted the true sacrifice, the real bail, the real belly, right? The true sacrifice. People are cutting off God's head, right? But what Baba is expecting, what people are doing, devotees are doing, is completely different. Yes, anybody sharing?
Bijit Bhai, I just want to add, if I'm not mistaken, the sister who just shared, she had given us a very practical experience about, if I'm not mistaken, about Lingayats and about Lingas, her love for the Linga and all. It was so touching for me, and I even felt very possessive because, the story I don't know of Markandeya and Shivlinga, how he went and hugged the Linga. So whenever that happens, even for me, when I sit in Amrit Vela, I used to often get that feeling. Not Shivlinga, I said, the energy, the soul, going to Shiva, Paramdam, his own Paramdam, and Aikyam. In fact, I got the gyan only by that Aikyam. Otherwise, I don't think nothing could have pulled me to this gyan. I think that also is a beautiful thing in Shivratri for you to know the Aikyam, the people, the way they get that Aikyam, the picture. And this sister had shared something about she felt very close to the Linga. I don't know, when she just spoke this and Markandeya's picture came to me. That is, our love for Shiva on this day should be so overflowing. We should not feel ashamed at all. No fear at all to say he is our one, he is our one. I just wanted to, I remembered what the sister had shared some time back, if I'm not mistaken. Om Shanti.
Yeah, right. Thank you. Um, right. And another thing that I liked in this Murli, how Baba narrated that four subjects come back, giving that contrast of the devotion and knowledge. So knowledge, Baba says, the drop of water, right? So in devotion, we see the drop coming from top, right, to Shivalinga. And that is actually the drop of knowledge from the ocean of knowledge. That ocean is giving us drop, drop by drop knowledge. And Bindu, the yoga, right? Bindu point, the remembrance of the point form of the Supreme Soul, and that we see on the linga, right? The point, the dot. Mm. So that is the point that comes to the second subject of yoga, and then dharana, that is the fasting, firm determination, and the vow that we take, in knowledge, it is the determination, the determined thought, and our purity. All that comes in the dharana, right? But if you check, it is just the fasting that in the path of devotion that they are doing. And Jagran, Baba said, Jagran is the service. You have to wake up the Kumbhakarnas, the spiritual service, spiritual service of awakening the ignorant people. right? So knowledge, yoga, dharana, and service. Baba very beautifully covered in a different way. And anybody, anyone would like to share? Vinod Bhai, Rakhi Ben, Pramila sister. And of course, yes.
Om Shanti. Yeah, what
Om
I
Sh-
liked about surrendering to Baba, he talks in the world um they sacrifice the goat, but he says it's sacrificing your I and mine, me. So that I liked a lot.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Yeah, very good point. See, May, right? So God, people surrendered God in the path of devotion. And Baba also beautifully explained how Brahma Baba did that. Right? Brahma Baba never used to mention his name. He always used to say Baba. Baba is doing it. Baba is speaking. It is Baba who's doing it. Baba is making me do it. Right? So he never used I or mine. Same case with some of the dadis also, right? So they never used to say I did this or it is mine. So Dadi said this, Dadi had this thought, Dadi this, Dadi was saying. So, I mean, um, so that way, that's a one good purusha that one can do to forget I and mine, because unknowingly also we use this I and mine when we are in the field of action, right? So,
But Bridget Pai,
mhm.
I just wanted to know, is really goat sacrificed in Shivaratri? Because goat sacrifice is generally associated with Shaktism, that is to Ma Kali. But something suddenly today, I was just thinking about, or is Baba just taking that example as a general example, not connected to Shivaratri? Is it
Yeah,
like that? Because
yeah,
I know in Shivratri I've never heard it is a Shakti ritual only offered to Ma Kali. So
yeah.
is it do you what
Even
this
I
is
did
it,
not hear. I'm sorry. Yeah, complete.
yeah, it was something different for me offering, or I think Baba just took that as an example for us to this surrender. I don't think it was something new for me when Baba explains it as a Shivratri ritual.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, even I did not see anywhere in any sacrifice of goat, especially during Shivaratri time. Yes, so that might be the real sacrifice. So Baba might have explained to us in that way what is true sacrifice is. So what is the expectation? What is surrender? Yes. Any other points? So I hope everybody shared. If yes, then we can move to meditation and close the session today. Yes. Girija, do you have anything more to
No
share?
more. No, I thought somebody would share. I could listen to something more about Shiva glory because his glorification, when it comes from different souls, it is something very unique. You will have a feeling, I will have a feeling, but everyone for them, it's their father. So I really love to hear Shiva's glorification, everything. But I just wanted to add, if you see in this Shivratri Murli, Baba, it's something different. You know why? Generally, Baba, what does he do in the first paragraph? Congratulations. Today is your birthday. and my birthday. Have you seen anywhere where both birthdays are on the same day? Only you and I. He generally starts with that my birthday, your birthday, congratulations. But here it was something, he's waiting, he's saying, enough, enough now. Let me tell them about myself. And as you said, the four subjects what we are learning comparing to Shiva. So I found the Murli a different approach. I don't know how the Murli will continue. I was just thinking it was a very different approach to the Murli.
Yeah, right. Baba is like that. So every Murli, some or the other uniqueness Baba is bringing. There are so many Murlis. Every Murli is unique, right? When we read. So the way either the analogy Baba will change or some of the understanding that we have understood or how it is applied, Baba will change. So and today it's a complete new things about Shivratri that Baba shared. So gently, Papa will start ours, but like you said, children's and father's birthday coming together, right? So today it's all completely different. So it's definitely great fortune for us that, at this time we understand all this. We are so fortunate to understand God or practically learn from God at this time, whereas devotee is still calling out. So, in a way, Baba is also telling us to awaken them or, wake them up. We are experiencing, so it is our duty to share this with others also, so they also have that fortune, realizing God, experiencing God. Okay, I think with that, let's conclude.
Om Shanti, brother. One point I'll feel like adding. Uh, Today is Monday,
Mhm.
very auspicious day. Uh, in Karnataka, from today it will commences 1 month as Kartika Masa. So every day, all devotees they will go to the temple, Shiva's temple especially, and this whole month they will consider it as an auspicious month, and people will become completely vegetarian, and they will do worship every day, each day. They will make it okay. Today is Kartik Tuesday. Today is Kartik Wednesday. Kartik Thursday. In that way, they'll name each day the entire one whole month in people in South India, and they will go to temple every day. They will do auspicious thing. They will do puja. They'll make some kind of preachings in the temple, especially in Shiva temple. So this is a practice. Unknowingly, all devotees they will worship Shiva, but they doesn't know the difference between Shankara and Shiva.
Right.
So that's what I thought of just sharing with you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah. Very nice point, sister. Yeah, right. So it is our duty to reveal the Father, right? So when you see that, okay, people are not understanding, so you take the lead there, try to make them understand. Um,
Certainly, brother.
yeah,
Mhm.
but also make sure that, don't force them, just try to see the pulse and then accordingly you understand. I
Mm.
mean, you take it forward because some people, when you start narrating the knowledge with them, you will understand whether they are interested or not. If they
Mm.
are not
Mm.
interested, you can probably stick with the point form itself and then try to
Mm.
wind up. Yeah. Okay. So with that, let's remember, Father. Let's sit comfortably, sit quietly. Let's make our mind still, remembering the Father point form. I'm a point of light, sparkling star of divine consciousness. I'm seeing Father, the Supreme Father, the ocean of knowledge, ocean of love, the innocent Lord above my head. He has come. He has come for me. Bolanath. He's looking at me. His vision hold no account, no judgment, only love. He knows me, everything, my weaknesses, my sanskar, my thought, but he remains innocent in giving, unlimited, unconditional. And I, the child, is taking unlimited. Om Shanti. So I will remain combined with Baba today when I go to the field of action and I experience his company, and those who come along, those who come to me, I will give them the same experience. Let me have this thought carried along with me for the rest of my day today. With that, let's close for the day. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Divine Family. We shall connect again tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, you all have a experiential day. Om Shanti.